including Bustos' big brother, Zach.
Yeah, everybody.
Zach,
Everybody's here
dude.
today. The rare everybody on time, I guess. All five of us.
Now-
When was the last time that happened, first of all? It's been a
Never.
minute. It's been a minute.
We're still late.
Pre-COVID.
I know Rico had to work late. He's still at his office right now.
I'm still at the office right now,
We
guys.
still appreciate him for coming.
It's a
Long
nice
post-
couch.
last
It's a
post-production,
great-looking
guys.
couch you got there, Rico.
I love you. Really like brought that room together. It's amazing.
Tommy, how-
You just gotta kill us.
Rico,
It was your
how many-
guys' idea. I swear to
Rico.
God.
It's not
How
our
many
idea.
times have you disinfected that couch today?
I'm pretty certain there's been a lot of opportunities made. with
That's
that
pretty
couch.
clean though.
So-
Couch is clean, guys.
You guys, it's May the 4th today, Star Wars
Yep.
Day.
I've watched a couple of movies already.
Let me know. Boosters is in a Star Wars marathon right now.
Darth
He
Vader
doesn't
is a
mean
Luke's
that. He
dad.
doesn't mean that Star Wars. So
I've actually been binge watching the whole Star Wars Skywalker saga via TBS today. They've been since last night. They've done every movie leading, with the exception of the most recent one, in chronological order on TBS.
Honestly, you're sounding kind of droid-like right now yourself.
you sound like a robot.
Me?
Yeah, it's like, but
Yeah, you sound like
Yeah,
a robot.
the same thing's happening on my end too. with the
yeah,
sound
like I
for you
hear it.
guys,
I
so.
hear it.
Yeah, I was just
uh,
watching the last one right now before the show.
I heard word on the street. Busta's favorite episode is episode 1,
Now,
The Phantom Menace.
Oh,
No.
that's the worst one. Anything
No,
with
episode
Jar Jar
2 is the
Binks
worst
in it
one.
is horrible.
Supposedly,
episode 2 is the worst one.
Busta's spirit animal is Jar Jar Binks himself.
Jar Jar Binks is a waste of a character.
Wow.
They
Yeah.
didn't need him. If you remove him from all the movies, he does nothing for the damn franchise.
I know this is a sports podcast and we got a lot of stuff to talk about, but it is May the 4th. So, real quick, have you guys ever heard there's a fan theory out there that Jar Jar Binks is actually a Sith Lord who orchestrated the entire saga of 9 movies, and they put together some compelling evidence, and while obviously all the conspiracy theory stuff is crazy, this one is actually kind of interesting, and they even did an animation of an evil Jar Jar.
He's too stupid
Totally
to
changes the
be
character.
to put all that together.
That's
Me
the thing,
so tired of you making fun of me. That's what the whole
he's
thing happened.
he's so smart and evil that he can play such a stupid character. That
I mean-
it works. It's out
I mean,
there. I'm admitting it's out there, but it's
If you ever watched the scenes from the Clone Wars cartoons, it's worse than in
Yes.
episode 1.
He
And I
almost
know-
killed all the Jedis in one of the
Yes,
episodes.
multiple times.
and didn't
That's why he's a waste of a character.
didn't the finale just come out for the Clone Wars or something?
Yeah,
like that on
well,
Disney Plus?
I'm not. I'm in season 3, so I haven't caught up yet. To
Spoiler alert, Bustos. Everyone.
I already
dies.
know.
Everyone dies.
Yeah, everyone dies, so we all know that.
Even
Yeah.
even Spock.
All of them. Everybody dies.
Dies.
There's
Alright,
a
guys.
lot. There's so much Star Wars on Disney Plus that you can watch.
guys-
It's like it takes you forever to watch all of them.
Also today it was announced there's a new Star Wars movie by Taika Waititi, who, I don't know if
Yes.
you guys know who that is, the director of Thor, Ragnarok, and also
Pretty
one of
dope.
my personal favorite shows, What We Do in the Shadows. Well, it's a movie that he directed, but it's a show now on FX, but hilarious stuff if you guys haven't seen it.
Oh my
Watch it.
God.
It's about
Guys,
it's like
I
a vampire
hate to
comedy.
burst all your. I hate to burst you
I've
guys'
seen the
bubble,
commercial.
but I don't like Star Wars.
Okay.
There's always one in the group.
Oh,
There's
There's always
always
one.
one.
I've never really watched any of the movies and just don't like it.
You've
What do you
never
hate more,
seen a Star War?
or Lakers?
I hate the Lakers and Star Wars.
Oh my lord.
Oh gosh.
Darth Vader in a Laker jersey.
Oh god.
Oh, yeah, that's
Look how
Tommy
badass
right now. He is
you
Darth
two-
Vader.
He is literally right for being such a dark person, Tommy. I feel like that would be a spirit animal for you.
Right.
Um,
No, wait. He's
Don't
not
tell-
Darth Vader. He's
Don't
not
tell
Darth
me
Vader. He's
you're a
Palpatine.
Star Trek fan.
he's a Trekkie. I've always told you that. Tommy's a Trekkie.
I don't even know what. No, I don't like Star Trek
He's like, I
either.
don't even know what that is.
I was gonna say,
Oh.
I'm like, is this true, Timothy?
Guys, I like Thundercats.
Yo,
That's what I like.
Oh, that's cool.
in the chat, Alma's saying Bustos wishes he was a pod racer.
Oh my
Is this
goodness.
true? You guys, a big
Usos
rumor.
totally pod race for. Bustos would totally pod race for Alma's affections. True story.
What?
What?
Really
What a dick.
Bustos.
That was probably the best episode. Any part of the episode with the pod racing, anyways.
See, I told you episode 1 was his favorite. He just said that was the
Oh,
best
my
episode right there.
No, that was the best part of episode
Confirmed.
1 is the
I
pod
have
racing.
I have the soundbite now, Bustos.
Whatever.
Bustos, tell us about your rumor that you sent to our group
His head
earlier
disappeared.
of possible return of baseball.
There's
Yeah,
a
Bustos,
possible
good.
return of baseball on July 1st. That's been the rumor date.
Supposedly
Did
multiple
Daddy
sources.
Freeman tell you this?
Ooh,
No, but
it's an
it's been
ex-player,
reported a lot by players.
and that what was it? Spring training
Training camp will
2,
start like June 11th.
Yeah, it's like spring training part 2 or something.
part 2, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the actual season will start July 1st,
Ju- Ju-
and every team
Oh.
would be playing at their home stadium, which
Yep.
would mean the Dodgers would be playing to an empty stadium.
Yep.
Interesting.
But also the new rumor is we might be in a whole new division.
oh, the yeah.
Yes.
So then that was would that also be in play with the return on July 1st? Is that
Which
the same
which
plan?
Yeah.
which
Yes, it'll be
we
in
get
play July 1st.
We
the
get,
Houston Astros in that
yes,
division.
that's the biggest news of all of it is the
Yeah.
Astros now come into the Dodgers
All the
division.
Western teams.
But see, guys, really, okay. If there's gonna be no fans, like
That's true.
it's
That's
not,
the worst
it's
So-
not
part.
gonna.
That's
so
the worst
I-
part.
I mean,
They're
it means
dangling it.
something.
I
but I
heard,
feel it's not gonna
um,
mean too much.
One of the
What
things that
we-
they pitched, the creator of The Bachelor, he's saying we should mic up the players in the absence of the fans, so you get a different experience. You get sound bites and stuff like that.
So my
Hello,
idea,
TVMA.
I was telling my dad, my idea was you get a company like Samsung or Apple, you buy 500 laptops or iPads, and you tape it to the seats.
Why?
And on Zoom, we
Yeah,
can
we're
all
just gonna
boo while the
Zoom
game's going
our
live.
turns.
What the?
You're trying to
hell?
buy your iPad seat? Like, oh, I have to make sure my iPad's inside of that stadium this Sunday.
Yeah,
You just have the
He's-
faces.
He's
Yeah.
gonna be like, I want to be in Andrew Friedman's pocket.
Right?
I don't care. I just want to imagine how many Zoom people, Dodger fans, would go on there
Right?
just to boo.
Your
They can
iPad,
just-
Right.
your
can just green
iPad finally
screen.
gets dugout club seats, and you're not even there. It's just your iPad.
That'd be hilarious.
Like, why? Tell
They
me
should
how the
just, like,
food is.
Green screen the whole stadium and put like fake fans on a green screen.
Yeah, let's just go
Like
completely
tarp it
virtual.
up.
Cut
Tarp it
out,
up.
or
Dude.
cut out fans. Cardboard
Superimpose.
fans.
Yeah, superimpose like what we have right now. See, how we're cut out. Just superimpose this all into the stands. The technology exists, it does.
But okay, so with the new divisions,
So
they're
basically,
probably
the NL West and the AL West combined. The
Yeah.
NL
The
Central, the AL Central
Oh,
combined,
NL
and
Central.
NL and AL East combined.
But here's the thing. Now, there's gonna be a lot of new rule changes, possibly. Universal DH. I've read
because it's crossing the leagues.
yeah.
Interesting. I didn't think about that.
I read there's no gonna be umpires will be no replays. Now.
That's gonna suck.
Is it Robo Ump or real?
No,
Ump?
no, the umps are gonna be there, but there's just no replays.
Interesting.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
I feel
there's
there
a whole
should be
bu-
replays.
so-
I don't understand why there wouldn't be replays.
Since this is a crazy season,
Yeah. What's the wait?
What?
What's the idea behind the
Yeah,
no
why-
replays, Boostos? Why wouldn't they
Yeah,
have replays? Just
that makes
they-
no
speed
sense.
the game up.
well, just the setup, the additional setup, like the mics, the earphones,
Hmm.
I guess
I feel
maybe the
like-
time.
I feel like that's just them being lazy.
Yeah, I feel like you
Because-
can't give us a
yeah.
feature and then take it away.
Right.
I know, but I don't know. That's just a weird one. But
Yeah,
here's
I
a
know.
here's a question for you guys. What, since this is a basically an experimental season now for the regular season, what rule changes would you like to be taken away, be eliminated, or what rule changes would you like to be added?
Add Robo Ump. I just want to see what happens. It could be in this weird season. Nah, weren't they teasing that though? Wasn't that
Yeah, they were
originally
teasing that.
they were saying that it might actually be a thing, like a for real thing now?
Yeah,
Which
I
I mean,
like,
that'd be cool.
I like extra innings home run derby.
Oh, the Justin
that'd be-
Turner idea.
Yep. Extra innings home run derby.
So
Hey,
it'd be
Dan
one
Verdue
batter.
in the comments at 8:15 p.m. said there's no audio apparently.
Is this confirmed?
Hey
Well,
guys,
what
I think
about
we're
now?
good. We're good.
Hey, for
Visible?
those in the comments right now that are watching on YouTube,
good.
if you can hear us, yeah, well, Bustos has said it, but just as a fail safe, chime in, let us know you can hear us.
I
You
can
can
hear you
my
guys.
beautiful. You can see my beautiful face, but can you hear my? Alma can hear us. All right, that's what matters the most. Alma can hear us.
Damn, Bustos, you hear that?
Roosters, what do you
Spit
guys
like a
do?
girl.
I feel like
Whatever.
we have our own episode of The Bachelor starting right here.
Dude, who's gonna get a hockey puck, Bustos or Christian?
Christian.
And you get the final
Me.
puck.
No.
But yeah, okay, so the home run derby and extra innings sounds as gimmicky as the shootout did when that was first introduced after that lockout for hockey.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was cool when it first came out. Like when the shootout first was a thing, it was the coolest thing ever. Then it kind of got old, and then 3-on-3 overtime came, and we were all about that. So I could see it being fun to start,
But I feel like they should just maybe just do it this season because of obviously it's going to be a shortened season. They're not going to give the players a lot of time to like warm up from spring training to starting the regular season. So it'd be a cool experiment just to do it now.
Mhm.
Not saying next season they're going to keep it into effect. It's just something to, for the time being, like to keep players healthy, to keep the game moving, and to at least give the fans like something fun to watch.
yeah. And honestly,
So
that's ultimately what they have to do is they got to continue to make the game fun and new fans, and they want people on social media and YouTube and the sport to grow. Because you think about like I always use the NBA as the perfect example. They're always trying new things. They're not scared to like think outside of the box and just market their players. And if it's a one-on-one home run derby kind of thing, like Mike Trout versus Cody Bellinger to decide the end of a game. Like I can see why that's fun. It's gimmicky, but
But-
it's fun.
But
yeah,
do
how
you actually
go ahead, Bustos.
go ahead, Tommy?
Thank you,
Someone
Bustos. He knows better. Think about this.
I
Think about
don't.
this though. Think about this. How funny would it be if players from each team got to choose one player from the opposing team to run the bases. Whoever runs the bases the fastest, the
What are you
team wins.
talking about?
That would be
That would be
XMLB.
actually
Here
that
we
would be
go.
funny.
When
Are you
when
thinking
the
about this on the
XFL
fly?
meets
Right,
Major League
exactly.
Baseball.
Yeah, XFL
You know why? Because I was
level.
thinking about Bartolo Colon right now, and I was like, it'd be
Leave
freaking
the fat guy
hilarious
alone.
to watch
Leave
the fat guy
Tommy,
alone.
you leave my
bases.
dad out of this.
Oh my
So, dude,
god.
that'd be
Bartolo
hilarious.
forever.
Or like, would it be just a one-on-one? Like, would a team use their DH, or do they hire certain guys who can't play the field, like essentially what DH players are now, where they're good for just swinging a bat really, really hard? Would they have a guy on the roster just for the derby, a
I know exactly.
designated derby guy?
Next to you.
But here's another question: how many roster
He's
spots are going to
number
be
one.
during this time?
Yeah, I was gonna ask
69.
that too. You would think
September
are
call-ups.
they would they shorten up the roster?
No, they're going to expand the
I
roster.
think it'd be bigger because
Okay,
there's
guys,
for
I'm
sure
gonna go
not
take a nap. Goodbye.
Oh,
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, Zach Attack. He's like, all right, I'm out.
Yeah,
Hi, Atlanta. I know she's off camera.
I know Christian said hello. Hello.
and
That's a
DJ.
good question, Bruce. You think he would serious would the rosters be cut down?
No, I
Because
think they'd be bigger
I think
because
they
there's no minor
Yeah.
league season this year.
yeah.
Well, they're in minor leagues. The season's going to be
Allegedly.
in spring training.
Okay,
It's
but
gonna
how
be
many games? How many games are they planning to play?
100.
Oh.
And
So
how? Okay, what about releasing the schedule for them?
that's what's the interesting part. I don't know how they're going to release the schedule. They have to have something already kind of done.
Yeah.
Or nowadays it's in computer, so they probably could just generate it off a computer.
No, the
I'm
NFL
sure-
doesn't do
Yeah,
that.
I'm
The
sure
NFL,
they
someone
made
actually
already.
makes it.
Yeah, I think.
You think
it's-
so?
Well, they have to do it on computer now because it takes
But-
so much time.
You think they're going based off the 3-team division, or you think they're going based off regular NL West?
No, they're going to do it off the 10. they're gonna go off with like the new divisions. I think there's a software where you can just
What happens?
randomly.
What happens if
Teams
when this supposed new season comes back, if they let people in the stadium, but they just sell every fifth seat and they social distance everybody away
Well,
from each other in the stands? Is
Okay,
that possible?
that's basically like freaking getting the golden ticket for Willy Wonka. Like,
well, here's
imagine.
Right?
here's the thing. So there's talks about in Florida already, good old Florida, the tests, the craziness of Florida, that
Uh-huh.
the governor is going to allow spectators into different events. That's up to like 10 to
Yeah.
20% of occupancy.
Example: Hard Rock Stadium, which is the home of the Miami Dolphins. Like they seat about maybe 60 some odd thousand, but in this plan it would be about roughly 15,000 at
Yeah.
Yeah. So if say Dodger Stadium holds 50,000, and they allow maybe in October.
56,000.
Yeah.
No,
But
they
I
haven't.
don't understand. I don't understand
It
why they
hasn't
keep
been
wanting to go to
56 in so
Florida.
long. So that's
Why do they keep wanting to go to Florida or Arizona? Like,
no. This is the
Yeah.
Florida because Florida is the stupid example because their governor is
Because Florida.
lackluster. Yeah, lackluster on safety. Looks like it.
Because of Florida things.
fucking
Just
Jose.
Florida things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantasies.
Yeah,
So-
I don't know. I would not want to be in Florida.
So how about this? So if Dodger Stadium holds
Because
50 plus thousand, you'll get 5,000 people in the stadium. That's enough social distancing.
Yeah.
As big as that place
I think
is,
5,000 would be fine.
think
But
I
like
have no
like
problem
DJ
being
said,
among
would
that
you want
5,000 sitting with the
every fifth
pours.
seat to have someone?
Yeah,
Well-
that's the issue. Is everybody's gonna want to go down to field level. Everyone's gonna get. No one's gonna want to be spread out
No.
up into the
Well,
top deck when like half the field level's empty. I feel
I
like
will
that's gonna be a
happily
problem.
be in the. I will social distance from the pavilion with the pours. All right.
Honestly,
But
I'm
here's the
happy.
thing.
I'm happy watching from home as long as that means sports is back. Like,
Here's the
Yeah,
thing, though.
no, either way, it's fine.
yeah,
Dude, I would sit in the all-you-can-eat pavilion by myself and just throw everyone food.
Hey,
wearing,
good thing,
wearing,
fat
wearing
guy
a
here.
Giants
They moved the
jersey.
all-you-can-eat seats.
good thing they removed the urine troughs. And imagine social distancing.
So,
from
but-
that.
Hey, stay 6 feet back.
Hey, scoot over, bro. Scoot over, man.
6
You're
feet.
too close.
So,
Touching my elbows.
Man,
out
you
my trough.
getting pissed on my Jordans, dog.
here's another.
No splash zone.
Dude,
No splash zone.
knowing like the way people are right now, they're gonna be like, "Excuse me, sir, can I sit next to you?" It's just like, "Are you kidding me?" Really?
Right.
But
And
there'll
like in
be
the
two-
pavilion, you could spread out because those are benches. I mean, it would
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
work in the pavilion as far as
But I mean, just standing in line for like food and beer and
Yeah,
like
or
that's
bathroom,
gonna be
yeah,
horrible
everything.
already.
entering the
Everyone should
stadium.
have their own
Here's-
beer line.
Here's the problem going to be. Who gets the tickets?
Right, season ticket
I'll
holders.
fight.
Hooligans.
I'll
I'm
fight
telling
people
you,
for those
a
tickets.
random drawing.
I'll do
Well-
terrible things. You guys already know this.
Well, I think lucky
Christian
for
already
us.
has his ticket, regardless of how it happens. Christian already has a ticket. You already know that.
It's
he's
true.
He's already inside.
Yeah. So would it go to
He's the
season
one
ticket?
making a schedule.
Would it go to season ticket holders? Would it go to the fans who already
it's
bought the
gonna
tickets
go
to the
It's
Dodgers?
gonna go to season ticket.
So
holders.
in the comments right now, Dan Burdew says so far they're following the 1981 schedule, 100 plus games and 14 postseason. He also said, "Who gets the bobblehead?"
That's a good. That's yes.
No, I wonder if they made
You
the
know-
bobbleheads already.
I'm sure
You
they
know
made
who
the
gets the
first
co-
couple
you know
months
who-
of bobbleheads.
You know
Hey,
who
dude.
gets the bobblehead? Carol Baskins.
Wow.
DJ, we might have some good Christmas gifts this year.
Like they're gonna
For the
have like
Dodgers.
stacked giveaways. I mean, first
The
of all,
Dodgers are maybe gonna give their season ticket holders the most baller Christmas gifts ever
right,
Yeah.
here's all the giveaways you missed this year that we already made.
because of the Rona.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said though, worst case scenario, there's still baseball, and we're just watching every game like a road game.
Well,
That'd be weird.
tonight.
Also,
Yeah.
this is something else that you have to think about too. Like I'm saying, California, supposedly the new thing is until there's a vaccine is when there's going to be sporting events again,
Yeah.
right? Say this goes on another year, 2 years, whatever the case may be. I don't feel like they can, that's not feasible for them to keep up with that. But let's just say it stays on lockdown here in California, and in Arizona everything's cool. So the Diamondbacks get to play in front of their fans, and
Does it
then
really
the
matter?
Dodgers play against nobody. What I'm saying though is, say once the playoffs
Yeah, I
starts,
get your point.
you lose home field advantage.
That's the only problem with that. They would have to go neutral sites, I think.
Okay, good. Okay, say Arizona does get their fans back. Knowing how Dodger fans travel, will Arizona?
We'll be
Also,
fine.
also crazy. Yeah, they would make the biggest home game in history. Like that would
Or they might make it to where no, you have to like live in the same
a
zip code or
residence,
something.
local
Yeah,
residence.
yeah,
'Cause
local.
That's
yeah,
cool. I
'cause
know people out there. I got family.
all
Yeah, I
the
know. I mean, there's always ways around that.
all the
Obviously.
Dodger fans are gonna invade the stadium and all get the Ronas.
well,
Like everyone, like damn, we should have just stayed at
Word.
home.
that's how
Word.
you remember that's how it started in Italy, the big
So-
soccer match.
The soccer matches. Yeah, because those were some of the first things that were getting canceled after that
Yeah.
over there. That was their equivalent of like it's serious. Like over here, I think it was Disneyland in Las Vegas. Like once you saw those close, people knew it was serious. In Italy, like in the middle of their season, they're canceling these
Yeah.
games, and you're like, oh, I guess it's pretty serious after all. I gotta take this.
But I was reading that they're coming back to practice in Italy too, so soccer might be back soon for Italy's league soon.
And I saw is that ESPN is going to be broadcasting Korean baseball starting.
Yes,
Let's
First
go,
game.
Deuce and Bears, baby.
Wow.
the first game actually is going to be on probably a half hour after we end the show at 10 o'clock.
Nice. So do we have teams? How's this going to work? Are
I
we
don't
gonna make
know.
a Korean
Pick a
baseball
mascot.
fantasy? All right, I got
I got the
Well,
I got to
COVID.
pick
I got-
mascots.
They're
I
named
got the
after
COVID 19s.
Hey, they're named after the companies. The title names like the Kia, whatever, or the
Like
Samsung.
Samsung.
Like the sponsors
Yeah.
get the name.
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
Deuce and Bears, baby. Let's get it.
I don't even know if that's real or not. I was looking for.
That's
It's
what I'm
real.
waiting for.
It's a thing.
I'm looking right now.
Do you think
The
Kim Jong
Taiwan
Un? You think
Lysol.
Kim Jong Un's gonna watch the game?
What,
Hey, he's
Is
alive,
he alive or
right?
is he dead?
He's like
That's
gonna
the
be
question.
like propped up,
you know what I just
propped up in his
realized?
wheelchair.
Both Rico. What? Someone just broke the glass. Both Rico and
Okay.
Bustos are in the same photo. If I look over Rico's shoulder, I can see Bustos
Yeah.
back there in the pavilion.
I'm in a suite, so
No, you're in Vince Scully's press box.
He's in the
Yeah,
press box right now.
I'm with Vin.
He's like, he's like,
Okay.
I like to spend money.
What was I gonna
Well,
say?
How many teams are in
What
the
were you
league,
saying before?
Bustos?
There is a 9-team league or 10-team league. Sorry.
All right,
10
hey, let's
teams.
start.
Okay,
placing bets.
I'm taking the Samsung Lions because they're kind of closest to the Dodgers.
Yeah,
Close.
because I have a Samsung phone,
That too.
No.
and the Kings
You,
mascot's a
you don't have
lion,
an iPhone?
and the Kings mascot's a lion.
Okay, and the team I hate is the Lotte Giants.
Yeah,
Everybody's gonna hate the Lotte Giants.
that's our least favorite, right? So
Yeah.
just FTG no matter where.
Yeah.
Prize. No matter the league. That goes for football too.
Wait,
Hey,
I
You know what the good news is though for me, DJ?
What's that?
I got something to bet on for the next couple weeks.
Also interesting, Bustos with nothing to bet on is becoming.
I was
Wall
just
Street
checking.
mogul.
I was
Oh,
just
yeah, I've been-
checking FanDuel
He's
right
good.
now if they were on there.
Bustos
It's
had
going to be on
freaking-
DraftKings. DraftKings will have it.
DraftKings?
Yeah.
Bustos had to apply
He's
his
gonna make his
gambling
American
addiction.
dollars into yen. Watch.
How you gonna convert it?
Bustos, what's your email?
Me?
What's your login info?
Charles Bustos,
Yo,
Yeah, not on the air.
Dan Burduke with the
gambler,
smoke.
gambling free.
Dude, you can bet
69.
on esports on this thing.
Yeah, I have an app where I could
Oh,
bet on this stuff too.
Dan Burduke in with the smoke for Christian says the Deuce and Bears are the defending champs. Don't be a bandwagon.
bandwagon.
Wow.
Ooh.
Do.
I just looked it up. I'm kind of choosing the Samsung Lions, but I just looked up. They have 8 championships. I'm not jumping on their bandwagon because they're the most decorated team there. I'm just jumping on their bandwagon because they have Dodger colors.
Yo, Dan also saying
Bandwagon.
Matt Williams is the manager of the Kia Tigers and Hesop Choi is their hitting coach. Wow. You guys remember
Los
Hesop
Angeles
Choi
Dodgers
maybe?
legend
Yeah.
Hesop Choi.
When he hit 3
Hesop
homers in that
Choi.
game?
Esop Choi.
Oh man.
He-
I may have just gotten a team.
For the record, Dan Burdue in the comments on YouTube, actually, I had a friend who played for the Deuce and Bears. Hence my my interest in that team. There was a guy on the team last year by the name of Seth Frankoff who was in the A's minor league system. He signed with the Dodgers, never got a chance to make it to the majors with the Dodgers. He went overseas, No, I'm sorry. He went to the Cubs, started a game in the majors, then went to Doosan for a few years and won a couple of championships with them. And now he's back in the majors with the Padres.
We have to change our virtual backgrounds to our favorite Korean baseball league stadiums.
No.
I don't even know any of them still.
Yeah. But the only bad thing about, except for this game, most of the
That
games,
that was Christian talking to you, Dan. He was asking who was that. I think your
the
video
only, bad,
froze.
the only bad thing about these games are going to be around 2 in the morning start time.
You're
Eastern
awake,
or
Bustos.
Pacific?
Dude, I'm
2
still up
a.m.
at that
Pacific.
time.
Oh, perfect time. Something to go to bed
Perfect
to.
time.
I'm just finishing my Call of Duty then.
How's, that go-
Call of-
how's the Call
Yeah,
of Duty
Bustos
career
is feeling
going?
his Call of Booty also.
Call of
Wow.
Duty. Oh, Bustos, cochino.
So I mean, baseball
Bustos
possibly
Cochino.
Speaking of
returning is a bright spot.
Call of
And then
Duty,
we have UFC tomorrow this weekend too with the
Let's-
Tony Ferguson fight.
Let's just say the last 6 of these quarantine edition podcasts have been so like depressing and gloomy. Like we never have good news. It's always bad news after bad news. It's nice.
whoa,
Nice.
do
Oh,
you
no.
know?
Oh
Nice.
no!
He's got it. Jesus.
So sneezed.
Oh yeah.
Jonathan's got the Ronas.
I think I got it through the computer. Jeez.
I gotta go.
How do I
Hold
just
on,
end
where's
the
my-
stream right
Cover your
now?
Hey,
cover your
hey,
webcam.
Hey, see you guys?
Where's my
Hey, the Ronas doesn't miss.
It
Where's
just-
my Lysol freaking disinfectant right now, dude?
You're lucky you got out of
Oh
the
my
stadium,
God.
Rico.
Rico, take a shot at Fabuloso.
Safe back at your office. But yeah, like I'm saying, it's nice to have some positive news for once.
I'm
with
gonna
all the
sanitize my
sports.
mic because of
How
Bustos.
about the UFC this weekend?
I haven't been.
Bustos, you can't talk for the rest of the podcast.
Violence.
What is it? What's going on?
The UFC is fighting this weekend in Florida.
Why am I not surprised?
Everything's in Florida.
Florida.
Florida. We might have to turn Florida into like Fight
And-
Club where
They're still one of the states that the NBA can possibly open their games to,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah,
that was
Walt
another
Disney.
option, right?
Hey,
Walt
Lakers
Disney.
in 5.
What do you think, Tommy? Lakers in 5?
Lakers in 5.
He's on mute talking crap. Look at him. Look at him.
Dude, Lakers are always gonna be garbage. They weren't even gonna win.
Yes, they were. What are you talking about?
No, they weren't.
Yes, they were.
They were not gonna win.
You
Desperate.
sit on the
There's
throne of
a
you sit on the throne of lies, Tommy. The
They were
Lakers
gonna
in
win
5.
it for Kobe, and you know this.
there's a special
Oh
place
my
in
God.
there's a
what
special
happened
place in
when-
hell,
what
Tommy,
happened-
for you.
What
It
happened?
really is.
I've been there.
You don't like
Wait.
the Lakers or Star Wars?
on,
Oh
right?
yeah.
Why do you have to
Yeah.
hate everything? You're becoming Bustos.
Did the Lakers win the game after Kobe died? No.
So
Why?
was that the championship
You had
game?
one job. You had one job.
You don't think their emotions could have
They're
been affected
emotional,
even a little
bro.
bit?
No,
No,
man.
no. What are you talking
Okay,
about?
time to mute Tommy's mic for this.
Why you gotta be like this, Tommy? Damn.
Why can't you just love our local historic franchise?
Elena, slap him. Slap him.
Cool. The
Get his
Clippers?
ass.
Elena likes the Lakers. She's down.
Yeah, Elena, slap
Maybe
him.
you like the Lakers? No,
She's
she
wearing a
doesn't.
Lakers shirt right now.
Yeah,
No,
it's yellow.
No, she's not.
She
She's
has a
wearing a
Lakers
Cheetah
shirt,
shirt.
dude.
Baby, come here. Baby, come here. She's wearing a
Hey,
cheetah shirt.
Cheetah?
Just tell
Look like death.
She looks like death, she said. Look at DJ.
I thought it was a Lakers
Babies.
shirt. I thought it was an Anthony Davis
It's Laker
shirt
colored.
she
It
wanna
counts.
wear. I thought she was rocking
She's wearing
the
a
AD.
she's wearing a Joe Exotic shirt right now. That's why she's wearing it's a Liger.
So
But yeah, guys, the
You know
Lakers
who
are not
wouldn't
gonna
wear a
win.
Joe Exotic shirt? Carol
Carol
Baskins.
Baskins.
so like I think also NASCAR's back next weekend.
No,
Whoa,
2
whoa.
weekends.
No, it's
Get her
next weekend.
done.
The 17th.
Yeah, that's next weekend.
No, next weekend is still this weekend.
Bustos, don't argue with the freaking
Next
NASCAR
weekend is the
expert.
10th.
Bustos, are you raising your
This
voice?
I'm saying next week, and then the weekend after
Next
this
weekend.
weekend. Yeah.
Yes, we know what you mean.
Next
Go ahead.
weekend.
Yeah.
How
So
excited are you, Rico? You ready
Can't
for
take
it?
anymore.
Or
Ready
you,
to get his Ricky Bobby on.
or you whatever?
Actually, I didn't watch much of the races this weekend, but yes, there was a NASCAR race, a virtual race this week at Dover, which is actually one of the best trophies at NASCAR. I don't know if you guys ever
Wait,
seen it.
so it was like the
No, the best trophy is
video game?
Bristol.
The Dover one's cool too, dude.
Bristol or Martinsville? Martinsville. No,
are you gonna
Martinsville's
start-
better.
Are you
You
gonna
get
start betting?
you get a damn grandfather clock. That's
Yeah,
not
that's cool. You get extra
Yeah.
trophy.
I don't know.
But what
you
if
guys
you
are
win
talking
like
about
5
right
of
now.
them?
No,
I mean, what
knowing
are you gonna do with those
knowing how
grandfather?
lame Bustos is, he would want a freaking goddamn clock.
Look at it. Looks like I'm floating into the ice.
You look like Big Ed right now. I just wouldn't know. You look like you have no neck right now. Dude.
So, Bustos, are you gonna be betting on NASCAR? What's the first thing you're
I'll
gonna
be-
bet on? Just whatever comes back first.
I don't know. I might bet on tonight's game. I haven't decided yet.
The
You
Korean
ain't gonna
baseball?
bet on
Yeah.
anything.
What are you
No,
betting
you're
on?
not.
Mascots or what?
No, you bet on the. I bet on innings. It's I bet on. So basically, you live bet this game, and then all you bet on is like when the inning ends, you can bet on is this pitcher gonna give up 0 runs, 1 run, or 2 runs.
Yeah. No, he's not gonna bet nothing. He's gonna bet. He's gonna bet. Oh my god. Bustos.
Shout out Big Ed in the chat.
Is he?
Alma says that she doesn't like the Lakers either, so you got someone on your bandwagon,
Oh
I guess.
no!
Wow.
I guess.
Wow.
Christian's heart just broke in like 20,000 pieces.
Christian's
It's
like,
fine.
well, I'm
Here.
actually a Clippers fan, so
Here's a picture of the trophy.
what?
It's
That is the
okay.
best
It's
trophy.
okay.
That one's
That's
cool.
a dope trophy.
That's a
dude.
cool trophy.
Come on, dude.
That one's pretty sick.
Miles
Is it
Okay,
like the
show us.
abominable snowman? What is it?
No,
show
his
us,
name- his
show
name
us
is
the
Miles.
trophy that Bustos is saying it's cool.
Serious?
It's
All
a
right.
grandfather clock.
It's a grandfather clock.
Bustos? I swear.
Yeah.
So close to ending the stream right now.
And then I get golf back next week too. Next on the 17th too.
Are you going back to work, Bustos?
I'll probably be back by the 15th.
Nice.
But they're having televised charity event skin game on golf for one weekend, and then the next weekend they have Tiger and Manning versus Brady and Phil Mickelson.
Tiger and 5.
There was also some somewhat big news regarding something that we follow closely. LeBron James leaked the first images of the new Space Jam logo.
Oh yes.
LeBron James.
Oh wow.
Also, so I went down the rabbit hole. I saw the logo, then I saw another blog, and supposedly when they had wrapped filming, they had put together like a little like reel of behind the scenes from the whole shoot. And in this behind the scenes was Harry Potter characters, the Joker, basically all the Warner Brother characters that Warner Brother owns are in the Space Jam. Are in Space Jam. So
What?
instead of just having all the Looney Tunes helping LeBron, they showed Voldemort, they showed the Joker, they showed
Oh
like all
wow.
these famous
Wow.
WB properties that were filming on set playing basketball. So supposedly,
Imagine Animaniacs trying to play basketball. That'd be
so
hilarious.
basically what Warner Brothers is trying to do is pull their Avengers Endgame of all their properties and just pull everything together and throw them against LeBron or against the Monstars. I don't know. Nobody knows the
If
plot
that
yet.
is the case, all I ask from Warner Brothers is give me 1995 Steven Seagal from
What?
Under Siege 2.
No.
What are you talking about?
God dang it, Christian.
I'm reaching back. I'm like, that's
Gosh.
where I thrive. The random Warner Brothers films, and that was one of them.
You're just
Oh
gonna
gosh.
reach
It has to be
in the vault.
Christian. It has to be an animated character.
Don't care.
Not necessarily because the Joker was.
Harry
they
Potter-
said-
Well,
Harry
he was
Potter
he was in an animated series though.
No, it wasn't. It was.
No, he was also.
supposedly-
They made him into an animated series, TV cartoon.
But I'm
Yeah,
saying
he was
Space
voiced
Jam,
by
Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
Luke Skywalker.
Just have an appearance from Michael Jordan, like
and Carol
a
Baskin.
scene.
We could use all the
Hey, all you
fun-
cool cats and kittens.
Carol Baskins.
Bustos, have you watched it yet?
Nope.
He don't
Bustos,
even
you
have
got
Netflix
Did
yet.
you get Netflix
dude.
yet?
Nope.
What are you holding out for, Bustos?
He's
Bustos,
watching
you're
all
already-
of the Disney
I've
Plus
waited
movies.
I waited so long, so I might as well just be a holdout.
Bustos out here losing his chance with Alma right now, man.
Don't worry, Christian. You're not having good odds either.
Wow.
Well, to be fair, me and Alma, and Alma both follow the Philadelphia Flyers, so that works.
He's trying to play the gritty card.
Aha.
The gritty card.
Keep it gritty.
Why is Boosters with the self burn? Not even the self burn, the rare burn. I mean, not the self burn. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
When he gets them, he gets them. So, yeah, Space Jam. It's gonna be crazy. It comes out 2021. I mean, I don't know what else to say. As soon as I read that, and then I saw the video. I saw the video of the behind the scenes with Voldemort playing basketball or whatever. They're like all spinning basketballs on their fingers and stuff like that. I was just like, man, I don't think.
Almost about to slide into Bustos DMs and give him that login. Let's go.
Yo, Alma says I'm gonna slide into Boosters DMs and give him my login info for Netflix. LOL.
Thank you, Alma, but I probably won't still watch it.
Wow. What the hell's wrong with this guy?
Are you kidding me?
It's right there on the plate for you, Bustos.
I'm not gonna watch Tiger King. I'm just gonna be the holdout. Like, Alma has not watched Star Wars. I'm not gonna watch Tiger King.
I'm going to personally text Alma and apologize and say, how dare Joshua?
I said thank you.
How dare you?
I said thank you, but I'm not gonna use it.
How dare you, sir? Shame.
Tommy is fuming in silence right now.
I mean, Tommy's the one who hasn't watched Star Wars. What's worse, me not watching Tiger King or Tommy not watching Star Wars?
I think Tommy's watching Star Wars.
No, 911 season finale. No, you not watching Tiger King is as bad as it comes.
I think not watching an episode of Star Wars is worse.
I'm with Bustos on that one.
No, because I know more or less what's going on. I know
what's going on. Tiger King too.
What's going on, Bustos? Give me a summary. Give me a summary of
go right now.
I don't need to know. I know what kind of debates are going on. I just know it's about a guy who's crazy.
No, we're calling your bluff.
Yeah, they're all crazy on that show.
What happens? What is the plot of Tiger King?
I don't know. I just know it's a documentary.
See, that's not enough. You got.
I'll tell you my summary of Star Wars. Little kid grows up to be crazy, kills a bunch of little kids, freaking becomes a father of freaking the next up and coming rising guy, and then he kills his own father.
Have you guys read the synopsis of like how Luke Skywalker is actually a terrorist? You know how they reverse things?
Oh yeah,
because he's a rebel
those are
organization.
Great. Yeah, just like what's his name, the Karate Kid, how he was actually the aggressor rather than
from the opposite point of view.
Yeah, opposite point of view.
Daniel's son was a good person.
No, he wasn't, man. He was an antagonist. He always started stuff.
He wasn't.
Hey,
Johnny and his chick alone, he would have been all right.
That'd be hilarious.
Then he does an illegal kick at the end.
Alma has a really good compromise for both Tommy and Bustos. Bustos should watch Tiger King, and Tommy should watch The Mandalorian. That's a fair trade.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
The Mandalorian sounds stupid too.
Oh my god!
So how mad do you get when you see people talking about Baby Yoda?
Oh, it's okay because you talk about it, dude. So it's okay. I read
it. Thank you.
It's a real life bromance going on.
That's the only reason why.
They share pee troughs at Dodger Stadium. Guys.
It's true. We social distancing 1 foot apart.
Yeah, he holds my beer while you drink it.
As he's drinking, as he's peeing, he's just at the same time. Out with the old and in with the new. Christian, I think your video has been frozen for like the last half hour.
I'm watching you guys on Zoom, but I have like the YouTube feed like in a small corner of my phone, and I can see that I'm clearly like the screen is frozen.
I'm gonna make
another phone.
My next virtual background is just gonna be a picture of Christian frozen also.
What? A picture of me doing what?
Your screenshot, your frozen thumbnail right now. I'm gonna just make that my whole background. So
please.
Okay, so
all right, so
UFC
we covered
coming back.
Yeah, we covered baseball. We covered UFC. We got football. The schedule comes out Thursday.
Oh, let's not forget.
No international games.
God,
let's not forget Don Shula passed away today too.
Oh yeah.
Also, rest in peace.
Is that a Star Wars character?
Oh, no, Don Shula.
Oh, damn it.
I miss Tommy.
I know the Bustos. He threw out the line and was waiting to see if somebody
perfect
bit.
background, and I'm going to share it with you right now in the group chat.
All right, send it.
Oh man,
Tommy threw out the
I
line.
hope it's not the one I was going to put up right now, because our producer.
Oh God, no! Please don't post that.
Yes, please, for the love of God.
Oh God, if you do that, I'm banning you.
What?
Oh
I
God.
want to see.
I'll let
I wanna
Rico
see.
do
I
it.
see it.
I'll let
Look
Rico
at your group chat. Look at your phone.
Oh
I'm
wow.
not gonna leave this and freeze my.
It's the picture of Christian
Gabe
as a
Kapler,
Jedi
hold my beer.
Oh God.
with a
The most
lightsaber.
disturbing picture you've ever seen in your life.
May the
Why is
fourth be
Busso
with
such a
you,
hater?
everyone.
I know.
When you see the
Busos
photo.
is such a hater.
Stop being
I
a
think if
hater, Bustianos.
I think if Busso saw
I
like
got
a
you, C.
picture of
I got you,
puppies,
C. There you
he would hate it.
Bless up. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yes.
Oh my
Are you taking a picture of the screen
God.
right now, Boost? Oh, I thought you were taking
No,
a
I
picture
just
of
got a
Rico.
text.
He is. He's gonna be like, I'll be right back. I'll go to the restroom.
I just got
I'm saving this one for later.
a text right now. That's why.
So,
From who?
Busto.
My brother-in-law.
Oh. I thought
Oh,
Alma
wow.
texted you on the side, Bustos. We got excited for a second.
Damn, sliding to them DMs.
So,
Rats.
also big somewhat football news. The
Schedule.
final roof panel was placed on SoFi Stadium last week. So technically the whole roof is up now. I know they're still putting the plastic EFV, whatever it's called. But
They're working on the Oculus as well too.
also, yeah,
I've
the
seen pictures of
Oculus
that.
has been tested. There's video of them.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
It's gonna be insane. It's gonna be something.
Okay, this is what's gonna get me kicked off Hooligan.
Oh God.
You started the meeting. We can't.
Do it.
Oh.
I can't see nothing.
God.
Oh, Rico.
Oh my.
That
I'm gonna
reference.
Photoshop Christian's face onto one of those guys.
No,
Dude.
DJ, you
dude.
better
That's
not.
that's our next shoot. That's our next
Oh,
Yeah,
that's the
and
next
you should
promo.
and you
That's
and
our
you
next
should have
promo photo.
you
Who
should
says
have
is the
Buzos
girl?
be the one sitting in the couch. But yeah,
No.
I feel this NFL schedule is, thank God, man. It was supposed to come out 2 weeks ago before the draft. That's how it comes out every
Rico's
year.
last background is next week's profile picture. We just leave Piper Perry in there.
But here's the
not
thing.
Star Wars, but it was.
Is the NFL really like actually think they're gonna have a season with their fans on them?
No,
Oh,
but
no.
I mean, it's still. If,
I don't
as
think there's
long
gonna
as
be
they
any
get a
fans
full
in a while.
17-game week season, then
So,
that's all that matters.
well, yeah, going back to what we were talking about last week, do they open the new stadium with no fans?
I think that's what's gonna be. I think that's what the governor's still pushing
Are they
for.
are they gonna push the season back to make sure to get fans? I've heard that rumor.
No,
But-
no, they're not. They're
but
not
you
going to
can't
push
do
the
it in
season at all.
California.
They're going to start on time.
No. They're to get more cities in there to push it back from say September, start in November, and end the Super Bowl in late February, early March, right before.
No, they were saying today. I was reading they're starting the season on time. That's the plan. They're starting the
With
season
or without
on time.
fans? Like the season
If
starts.
it comes without fans, it's going to be without fans.
Yeah. Man, that's going to be.
So,
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
I think we're
I mean,
all
they're
okay with no fans in the stadiums as long as we have something.
I mean,
It's like we finally get this brand new spanking NFL stadium.
right, top stadium in all football.
But it's like we're
Coronas.
thinking from a fan's point of view. But what about the players? What do you, in your guys' opinion, what do you think the players are thinking right now if they're going to play with no fans?
I'm sure they
think-
probably just
I-
rather play.
I think the NFL players, other than the top money makers, will not care. They'll do it to make a
Right.
paycheck.
I
But
think all of them love the fans. They're probably gonna hate it, but at the end of the game, they all want to play too. Yeah, everyone wants to get on the field. and
Okay,
the eyes
here's
on
another
it.
question: are we rushing this right now with all these sports coming on in the United States, happening in
No,
Florida?
because this started in March.
No,
They're
but
already
is
going on
it
2 months.
is it safe enough for these teams to start even consider playing sports right now? I mean, it's an interesting dilemma.
Yeah, because I feel like NFL is already looking forward to September. We're barely in May. They still have June, July, August to work with.
And something.
Yeah, but
Now,
But see, what's interesting about that is, I feel like in a way also, the teams open themselves like liability wise. Say,
There's training camp in there too. It doesn't start in September. There's weeks of training camp and all that prior.
yeah, well, they're not.
which
I
should
think
be
the
starting soon,
OTAs
actually.
Or
Well,
their
they're doing
mini
it over
camps are
online.
right now, but they're doing it online.
They're doing it like us.
Everyone's working out from home and all that stuff, and doing all the playbook and all that stuff. So,
But like what I'm saying though, as far as liability wise, say a team decides it's going to open, it's going to have the fans regardless, and people get sick and there's an outbreak. Now, are they liable to be sued because they didn't take the precautions, ahead of time? I feel like that's a can of worms that either if they have to get insured.
like
Well,
some
okay. Well,
would
here's
put
our thing. I was talking to
would
people
shut
at my
up
work.
because I feel like teams in general are gonna be like, look, this is on you guys. This is you.
By entering.
Come at your own risk.
Yeah.
Come at your own risk.
Agree.
Yeah, you are agreeing, basically putting yourself at risk, and people are still going to do it because people are having high withdrawals from without sports.
Do you think the ticket
Would I do
prices
it,
will be
personally?
cheaper or more
No.
expensive?
Nah, I don't know. I think there's going to be around the same. But see, for me, if the Rams said, "All right, we're having fans," and this, I mean, it's not a steady progress with this, but if it's dying down in September, I don't know if I would go. I really don't know if I would
I
go.
think a lot of people are in that same boat. I mean, if they were to release the ban tomorrow and said everything's open, go to the market, I don't know if I'd still want to go.
But
I'd probably hang out for a while, man.
But I feel like that's
Yeah.
That's new dad Tommy speaking right now. Let's ask
No, well,
21-year-old Tommy. Tommy, do you want to go to the brand new opening of SoFi Stadium?
my answer would be,
Super
I'm ready
cheap.
to die today.
Thug life.
I will die for this team. They need me there.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like I was talking to Leonard earlier. I feel since the governor said whatever he's doing phase 2 starting this Friday. Well, my main concern is about everything with sports, everything reopening. People are gonna freaking flood everything. People are not gonna wait. People are just gonna like a stampede.
Yeah, that's the problem.
And that's what we don't need.
So
like at all.
So I know I'm not open on my golf course, but I've been talking to other my golf professionals who work at other golf courses. They're so busy right now; it's not even funny, and they have to like tell customers still, "Hey, stay here, just have social distance. We can't have this many people here at this time."
I mean,
so imagine if that's like that on golf courses. Imagine how that for our stadiums.
But yeah, I mean, ultimately going back to it, I'd rather see sports with no fans than no sports at all, I guess. And if that's the compromise to start, then it sucks, but it is what it is. And until we can get to that point where we can be safe going to games again and not, even like the whole game day experience, like everybody's gonna be wearing their masks and all bundled in gloves and Lysol.
But
like,
there'll be like
game.
Themed masks though, at least sports.
Right?
I know we have our own.
Dude, okay, how crazy would that be if like maybe when the sports does come back and all that stuff, teams would distribute licensed masks for all their fans,
like
to welcome back,
made out of the same materials, the hats.
Yeah, that'd be freaking crazy.
It's a giveaway for every game.
Bustos, that looks like
what are you trying to flex?
Dude,
right
that covers
now?
his whole face. It covers his whole face.
So you know all the giveaways they give us, like the flag. The flag.
Wow.
All the giveaways.
That looks like a flag. Bustos.
You know those giveaways they gave us, like the flags and the rally towel during the stadium, like the free giveaways.
Yeah.
My mom just cut a whole bunch of these.
I mean, put it on Bustos, honestly.
Oh damn! Alma with the quote of the night: "The first 1,000 fans will get a mask giveaway at these games."
And the other 1,000 die.
I would hope, yeah. Dude, that covers your whole face. You know he uses that to go.
Both of you guys got done. Hey, did your mom make one for Rico and not the rest of us?
No.
You guys have the same one. Or like you catch the ball in the stands and you immediately have to Lysol it.
Yeah, exactly. Got to Lysol them.
Oh my, dude! I would throw it back.
I don't want it.
Hey, no. You know that if we were playing the Astros and they let fans back in, I would sneeze on the ball and then throw it into their dugout.
Throw it out we find the most infected person you can find and be like, we got you dugout club seats on the visitors.
No,
side."
no, no,
No.
no,
We don't even need it. Like, Bustos is such a square. We find the bat and we throw it into their dugout.
Cough on the bat.
No, we just need no. I'm not talking about the wooden bat. We
Well,
find
Oh my
The
god.
bat.
patient zero.
The actual
Patient zero?
flying.
Yeah, the
Ugh.
bat that started us all and throw it into their dugout.
no,
Every
come on.
opportunity for us to go legit as a podcast just went right down the drain with this.
Yeah, no, Tommy.
Usually around that 45-minute mark, it just starts.
Tommy just goes off.
Down,
We are
son.
way past that, guys.
Yeah, we go off the rails
We
have
lost
reached
it
the
after
point of
like,
no
the first 15
return.
minutes.
every single
Oh
time.
yeah. So last week you guys talked about the draft. The Rams draft was horrible.
We
It was
that-
not bad.
that
I actually don't mind the
deep
draft.
rating.
You're a Charger fan, Bustos. Get off my team.
Well, I like
The
your
Rams
running
draft-
back.
Bustos, get off my team. You're not a Rams fan. The
Well,
draft
yeah,
was
your running
horrible.
back's not bad. Might not be that bad
Go get off my team. He's
No,
still gonna
then
tell
why
you
did
get
you
off
choose them? Then why did you choose them? Huh?
because I'm still stuck with my team.
Okay, then
"'Cause I
stick
like
with your
my
team and shut
quarterback."
your mouth.
And,
I got my quarterback.
and I like the Rams too, but they're still number 2 in my book.
Booster.
Just like Alma has you at number 2 in her book too. That's
Wow.
what she
I already know that. I accept that.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Is Christian still in here?
I'm
Yeah.
still here.
Yeah,
Oh, did you like that one?
He's just taking that all in right now.
Dan, we're
He's
doing
really
the
like that one,
absorbing
comments.
Christian? You're
Just came
welcome.
through with the you guys just plotted mass attempted murder.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna be talking
This
about
is
that.
very
Guys.
this is a very incriminating.
It's
podcast.
premeditated now.
It's very incriminating.
We had nothing to do with any of the coronavirus threat to the Astros.
Here at the Hooligan Sports Podcast, we're just
Disclaimer.
joking, guys. Please don't take it serious.
The comments
Yeah,
made on this podcast are for
yeah.
entertainment purposes only.
Yeah, you need to put the discussion.
They do not reflect the owners of Hooligan Sports Incorporated.
Or rose
like a
cremation.
Wait, that's a
Oh,
good
that's
good
good.
idea, Christian.
Yeah.
What is that?
As always, every episode is brought to you by our good friends in the city of Bellflower at Rose Cremations. And as always, think about tomorrow. Today.
Today. There we go. For real though.
Hey, we need a big Knicks logo and a Mindful Gains one now.
Yeah.
Friends of the
If we use
podcast.
their logo,
This
also
episode
they
is
add it
brought
to
to
the
you by-
slides.
Rico, this is where you go. Go ahead, Rico. Go and get that. Drop
Oh
that
yeah,
plug.
Matt! Shout out to Big Nick's Pizza, still open, delivering pizzas and doing takeout, practicing social distancing. Check out their Instagram page, Big Nick's Pizza, and also Mindful Gains training right now. So if you guys need to work out,
All located in
the
South
Harbor
Bay in the
area.
city of San Pedro,
Yes.
out in the
Very nice.
310.
Tommy, how's 911 right now?
South Bay.
I don't know. I stopped watching it.
A massive train
I
wreck.
like lost my place, and I was just like, I'll just watch it later.
Yeah,
Tommy,
Jake,
how was your
NPR.
first couple of days back at work?
Bro, I hate it. I don't.
I would
like,
too.
Seriously, like the fact that people are home. All you do is just click, order,
Order,
click,
order.
order, click, order.
Guilty.
And it's just like people, come on, man. But
I'm like, I need that
luckily-
phone protector today.
It almost seemed like
Yeah, look-
Amazon. It almost needed to buy Amazon stock, but I think that was starting to go down.
No, you need to buy petroleum stocks right now because they.
I thought about that.
Bro.
Like 60 I looked at that, 67 cents.
Yes.
Man,
gas is $2.30 right now.
I know.
Yo,
Yeah.
baby
Like,
Zach is
we
so
haven't-
chill. He's just straight chill.
Oh yeah, because he
there.
hold up.
Yeah.
He drank.
I'm thinking
just
about that, Rico, because DJ mentioned it.
Relaxing.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
start
He's
looking
milk
into.
high.
He's milk drunk for sure.
Mhm.
Look at him. He's like, are we even
We're,
podcasting right now?
We're hooligan financial advisors now.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Diversify
of going
your
to stock
stocks.
market. I'm going to stock
Diversify
market
your
now.
stocks.
my boy Zack Attack is in it to win it right now.
Like he's
Look at him.
smiling.
Rico, do you have any
Go,
good advice for stocks? 'Cause I'm so buying it this week.
I'm not good advice, but I heard yes, Gush is a good thing right now, which is gas, utilities.
Gushers?
I might buy
Gushers.
Disney.
It's like Tommy up to
Gosh.
23 Stone IPAs right now.
I'm thinking of buying Disney. I think that stock
guys,
is pretty
I
good
stopped
right now.
drinking too.
Wait.
Oh,
This
my
Oh,
really
no.
is the end of the world, guys.
Oh, great.
This is more serious
Look at
than I
This
thought.
is
Okay.
the end of days.
Oh, God.
Wait, Tommy's not
Is
drinking.
it too?
Is it that written in
I saw-
Revelations?
Yo, I saw Elena's Instagram story the other day.
That
You were
wasn't mine.
stocking the fridge with Modelo's.
No, that was last week. Okay, So last Saturday, I bought 5 32-ounce IPAs from Stone, and I finished them all. And I don't remember anything after 10 o'clock. I
What?
don't remember anything.
Why'd you go so crazy?
Passed out on the freaking in the restroom. Just passed out.
Well, you called all of us and said you're buying food
Yeah.
for next time we all
You don't
meet up
remember
at
that?
the studio.
You were gonna pay for the Big Nick's bill.
That's right.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Also-
Dude, 911 just took a crazy turn right now.
He totally
just nod
ignored
your
us.
head yes. Just nod your head yes.
It's a train wreck.
There you go.
Thank you,
Agree.
Tommy.
Is it?
Can't
appreciate
wait
that,
to go back to the studio.
Oh, never mind. It's over.
2 weeks.
Yeah, that's a
on
question.
vacating.
DG, that's a question we got to decide in the next couple of weeks. When do we go back to the studio?
I don't know.
We can social distance.
Well, there's
Our
too
set's
many
not
of
that
us.
big.
There's Bustos. There's literally just 5 of us.
No, we're still not 5 feet and 6 feet apart.
We should put those like plastic dividers between us, like those plexiglass ones.
Yes.
Guys, did you guys see the
We can do a That 70s Show 360.
Yeah.
No, did you guys
I'm
see
not gonna
like,
do
the
it. It's a
potential
boost.
how they're gonna have Vegas now with the windows between?
Yeah, I saw
everyone?
that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
So here are the rules with Vegas. These are what the gaming commission is telling them. Whatever the maximum capacity is for a casino, let's say they only allow 5,000 people in there, they have to cut it by half. So only 2,500 are allowed in the casino. They're gonna remove the seats out of every other slot machine, so you can't sit next to someone. I mean, I don't know what.
Every other slot machine will be.
Yeah.
Every other
Yeah.
stop stream.
They're gonna remove the seat, which I don't know what won't prevent
I
anyone
feel like
from
I'm just
standing
gonna
there.
stand there, right? Yeah.
Dude,
Blackjack
but what if
tables.
but what if that slot machine is actually hitting? Like, I'm just gonna stand right there.
Yeah, blackjack tables are only allowed 3 players.
Craps table is 6.
Craps is 6. Roulette is 4.
What about stuff like where you have to touch, like the chips?
Well,
or
that's
like,
what they have to figure out. All the chips have to be sanitized every time. All the
Well,
dice.
those are done.
Every time there's a new shooter for craps, they got to sanitize.
what
the
about like
dice.
slot machines? There's so many of those where
They're
people are
good.
just touching
That's
them.
what they're saying. They have to have the casinos have to come up with the way that they can guarantee they can sanitize the casinos all the time. All
Okay,
slot
what
machines, all railings,
my main
all
concern
doors.
is what about the waitresses are bringing me free beer?
Well,
Right.
here's the problem.
That's the thing
They've
in
been
the
trying to
past.
take away that now.
No.
Everyone
Yeah,
has to
there's
wear.
no free
beer.
Wait,
There's
wait,
no
they're
more
trying to
free
take the
beer.
waitresses or free beer?
Free beer.
For drinks.
You
They're gonna-
actually have to gamble now.
you have to
actually
actually have to gamble.
Yeah,
And
you've
you
always
but-
got to gamble.
But you can't sit like on a penny machine and like sit there for like $20 for
What
like
happened?
You can't
to-
put you
Okay,
can't put
no,
you
$20
wanna know-
in a quarter machine.
You want to
sit
know how
there.
bad my wife is? In her early days, when she was in Vegas, she would pretend playing the
Yeah.
slot machines
Yeah.
just to get freaking drinks.
Yeah,
wouldn't
that's what
you?
I
I did that too.
You can't do that now because they rate the machine. They know how
Yeah.
much money's going in that machine and it sends a signal
Damn
to the bar back.
So in order to start
So they're
gambling
gonna
now,
be
you have
like,
to have
you
a
have to
card.
spend like $5.
You have to have a card.
Even that they won't allow. If you're not spending that much, they still won't come around you.
What happens if everybody who
you
goes
know
to the
what? I would-
casino has to wear a hazmat suit?
Dude, I'm down, bro.
Like in
Let me
freaking
throw the
Monster
dice,
Inc. or
bro.
what?
23.19.
Dude, okay. But how about we just put $100 bill into the freaking slot machine and pretend we're playing it?
No.
They wouldn't even know.
No, they want in order to get a free drink, they're gonna have your player's card.
Tell
Yeah.
Bruce to shut up. Just shut up. Oh my god. Okay, I have a question for all of you and see.
Michael
since we're
Jackson.
all-
What?
It was the question was, who would you, if you could choose one celebrity to kiss from present or past, who would that be?
What?
Michael
He
Jackson.
said, yeah, but he didn't say Michael. He said
Dark Michael
little-
Jackson or light
He
skinned Michael
said
Jackson?
Little
Christian?
Michael.
Little
Little
Michael
Michael.
or
I love Little Michael. No, anyway.
All right, what's your
Okay.
question?
What was
Okay, since the schedule's coming out on Thursday, who are the Chargers playing week 1, home or away? Who are the Rams going to play week 1, home or away? And who are the Niners going to play week 1, home or away?
Mm,
So I'll let Rico go first because he's the youngest.
I'm the young. I think Chargers will play KC first.
Week home or away?
Away.
Okay.
First week, KC should probably get the home game.
Okay. Who are the Rams going to play week 1?
I think
the
the
way
Niners.
DJ said that? I just could
Probably
not
the
help.
Niners. I think Niners at home.
So, okay.
Rams at home because someone has to play at home when the other team's away
Mhm.
at SoFi.
Dolphins.
Okay. All right, Deej, go ahead.
I don't even know the Chargers. I guess Raiders. Nah, would that be too
I
much?
would think Chargers Raiders
Chargers
at
Raiders.
Chargers Raiders at
Lusos,
Vegas.
Lusos, is it your turn? No, it's not your turn. It's Luis' turn.
What happens if
Go
it's
ahead.
You got
they
in
open up each
trouble.
other? The Raiders open up against the Chiefs. The Chargers open up against the Raiders. The Rams open up against the Seahawks or the Niners. It's all gonna be division rivals, right?
It doesn't have to be.
Usually.
You think? All right, so you said Chargers at Raiders week 1.
Yeah, Chargers at Raiders week 1. Seahawks at
You
Niners.
think it's gonna be that Monday night?
Yeah, Monday night.
Okay. You said Seahawks at what?
Seahawks at the 49ers.
We're talking
Week
about
1.
the Rams.
Huh?
Well,
week
he's saying
one.
that's the Niners
What? Oh.
week
Whatever,
1.
not that the 49er fan, can determine.
What
like,
about what about the Rams? Who are they gonna have week 1?
I'm gonna say it's either gonna be at home week 1, either against the Cowboys or Bears. I haven't decided yet. I think I'm going to lean towards the Bears.
Interesting boosters.
The Bears.
Interesting boosters.
You hear that?
What's
The
your big brother?
Bears.
What's your big brother talking about?
I know. Okay,
I think
Christian, go
the
ahead.
I think Cowboys, but whatever.
Who are the Niners gonna open up against week 1? Are they gonna be home or away?
If anything, I would assume they would start at home, potentially against maybe Arizona or Seattle.
Arizona makes sense.
Yeah. If honestly, if it's Seattle, then it would be a Sunday night game, Sunday night football.
No, no, the Rams will get that. They don't want that new stadium.
But see, okay.
The 49ers boosters. I'm talking about the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium.
Yeah, exactly. But and they're gonna want to show off that new
Okay,
stadium.
But let's look at it this way though.
Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, California.
But you said Sunday night.
Sunday. They can have
Do you
Sunday night
hear
games.
that?
Am I gonna have
Damn,
to separate you guys?
you know- No, one's
Anyways.
Carol Baskins, one's Joe Exotic. You know how much they hate each other?
They just constantly
Right.
trying to what
No,
up.
okay, but Busos, let me before you continue, Christian, let me ask you this, Busos. With the fact that the fans may not be implemented in stadiums because of what's going on, are they gonna have any Sunday night games or Monday night games and just keep it strictly Sunday afternoon?
They'll keep the Monday night game, but the Sunday night game might be a question mark.
Just for the
Yeah.
ratings and stuff like that, like Monday nights. and
Yeah,
Sunday nights
but
and
I mean that's the
Thursdays.
thing though. I mean, or the Monday night, okay.
Wasn't
But,
this
like,
the week
Sunday night-
the year they're supposed to add an extra week also?
Yeah,
Next
In- in-
season.
oh,
The season
no,
after
next
next,
year.
I believe.
Next-
Oh, okay.
They're only adding a extra team for each division. I mean, for each playoffs this year. So, okay, Christian. So you said either Arizona and the Niners. So who are the
If
Chargers?
it was Arizona, it'd be a regular Sunday afternoon game. But if
Yeah.
it's Seattle, it'd be a Sunday night.
Okay.
In regards to the Rams, I believe you guys would start at home against Seattle.
Okay, and then
The Chargers, it would be a complete plot twist. I think that if it's not an AFC West division rival, it would be Tampa Bay because the AFC
Oh
West,
yeah, I forgot about that.
the AFC West is scheduled to play the NFC South. this
Yeah, I
year.
know that. That's why I forgot about that.
So Tampa Bay,
How about then?
Okay.
How about
The
then the
Tampa-
Phillip Rivers reunion?
ooh,
But Philip Rivers doesn't come to LA though. The Colts
no,
don't come
they
to LA,
don't.
do
No, Indianapolis does not come to the Chargers this year. They played last season.
Okay.
they? Okay. So I
Tampa
feel
Bay
like
would be
the
crazy, though.
Chargers with if we do have fans for football, I feel the Chargers are going to open up Monday Night Football at Oakland.
At
The
Vegas.
Rams
At
at
Vegas.
Vegas. My
Yeah.
bad, my bad.
Vegas, yeah.
The Niners will either week 1 against New Orleans, but I don't know if it's a home or away.
I can see that.
What's are they? I don't know if they're either. It's gonna either be home or away. I don't know what's the home or away schedule or opponents for them, but it could be New Orleans.
We played at New Orleans last season.
Yeah, but
we
you
played
guys play
in-
You
against-
play them
last
still.
season, so they-
You still play them because you won the
You
division.
guys still play. Yeah, you guys still play division winners.
Yeah, so they come here. They come
Okay,
to Santa Clara.
I feel that could be a game of the week 1, New Orleans
Oh, yeah.
against, and then the Rams. if everything goes back to effect, they could have a Sunday night game against probably Seattle. But then I wouldn't count the Cowboys out either.
Don't
So,
count the Bears too, like I said.
yeah. I felt like the Rams could have another Sunday or Monday night game against Tampa Bay
Yeah.
because they
That's
do
gonna
go
be
to Tampa
crazy.
Bay.
I
And that's
know
what I
that-
was looking forward to this year. Is like, hey, Tom Brady's on the Patriots. I got to go see Tom Brady this year. That's the one game like I really wanted to go to, but no more.
Got new
I had my
plans.
I had my eyes as like, so I always pick like the most irrelevant opponent to play the Chargers because it'll be like the cheapest ticket. And I'm like, all right, Tampa Bay, they're not really, a popular
It's gonna be the
team.
most expensive
They
team
go out
now.
and go
Comes
get
to,
freaking Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski. And I'm like, God damn it.
You're like,
Christian,
what?
Tampa Bay comes to LA then, but
Christian,
just the Chargers.
Here's your
Oh,
here's
Oh.
another possible.
or no.
No, we
Christian,
go
here's
to
another
Rams-
poss.
The Rams go to Tampa Bay. The Chargers play Tampa in LA.
Oh,
Christian-
crap! That's a Sunday night game for sure.
Christian, here's another possibility for your home opener. You
Yeah.
play Green Bay at home, too.
Nah, I don't
No,
see
we
that as
played
being a home
we
opener.
played Green Bay in Santa Clara last season. So we
No,
go
you
to
have it
Green
at
Bay.
home again. I had the schedule. I have the thing in front of me.
Who says you have the
It's not
unreleased
official
schedule?
No, yeah, I have the
We
home.
play Green Bay in Green Bay.
No, you play Green Bay at home. I have it in front of me. I'm looking on the internet, Christian.
Can we? You
Ooh,
guys are
you
getting
hear that?
snappy. Bow, 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 bow.
He even
Okay,
woke up
Josh.
because
Josh, okay. All right,
So- He's gonna go.
is he right?
I don't know who's right.
I'm right.
2 years in a row that the Green
The
Bay
Bears
Packers
are coming to
gonna
play the
at Santa Clara.
Rams again 2 years in a row. You can have 2 years in a row. It depends on the
Yeah, the Bears. The
Who's
Bears are coming
playing,
to town
who's playing
again.
the Rams 2 years in a row in LA?
Bears.
Chicago.
Why?
Because it's how the schedule worked out.
So what? No, what happens is Christian is that so division leaders play division leaders no matter what,
Yeah.
and then second place team plays second place team, third place team plays third place team, fourth place team plays fourth place team. But it just matters on basically the round robin of the divisions. So-
I thought it's like it's like a switch. So if that's
They
the
did
case,
switch,
you
too.
guys play at Chicago then.
Alma in the group
No,
chat
okay,
wrote
so-
feisty Bustos heart eye emoji. Bustos,
So who
he
wrote
likes
that?
that fire
God.
in you. That fire
Okay,
is burning.
so what
deep
happens,
inside you.
Christian, is that so the NFC West plays the AFC East, and then the NFC West plays the NFC East. Now the NFC West has to play the Rams has to play the same place division team in the NFC
North
South.
and South.
North and
Yeah.
South.
So it was Chicago and Tampa Bay, but you get one home and one away. And this year we get the NFC North at home and the NFC South away. So
So,
that's how it works.
Tommy, I have this.
Yeah.
Here's the home games for the Rams this year.
I already
Arizona-
know. It's
Arizona,
Arizona, Seattle,
Frisco,
Niners,
Cowboys, Patriots,
Usos.
Jets, and Bears.
Usos. I know. You think I don't know?
This
I know
is
you
where
know.
Tommy thrives, Bustos.
This is his wheelhouse.
Oh, hey, let me show you guys something. Hold up. I want to show you guys something.
It's another
Hold
mural
up.
for Johnny Hecker.
Is it the new logo?
You know what? You'd be surprised. Oh my God,
It's a painting of Johnny Hecker as Jesus Christ, isn't it?
man!
Even
No,
Do you got
Close enough.
Bustos at Jersey, bro? Oh, that's nice
So
of you.
My niece got it for me. I picked it up the other day from my mom's house. I was like, "What the hell?"
Does it fit him yet?
But I was like,
Can I just say that those Rams jerseys were actually nice? Like I really don't have high expectations for the new jerseys.
What?
Yeah, what
no,
are
I
those
used
coming
to-
out?
You know what? I used to like the all blue ones, like that one, the all blue, and those are pretty sick. And then when they used to go all white with the white pants and like the way they do now,
Yeah.
but they used to look clean though.
What's
But
the word on the
I-
new
I-
jerseys? When do those come out?
I don't know, man. Someone on ESPN LA or I forgot who was saying they might come out this week. But honestly, I really wish they would just go. I hate the logo. I hate the colors. I really wish they would have went back to like 1950s, 1960s, the blue and white.
Yeah, that's what I like.
Yeah.
Those were clean. Those were clean.
And I thought that's what they were doing too, because all the logos had changed and they were just doing the blue and white on
Exactly.
everything.
That's what I'm like. You change it to white and blue. You change the horns on the helmet to white and blue.
Everything.
But I get it. You like, okay, I like the royal blue and yellow. Like that's fine. But
Yeah,
damn
I was
logo.
hoping the blue and white also.
I
Especially
was
the
massive
just
logo.
getting used to. I was just really getting used to the current Rams logo, or the one before this new one. I kind of got used to it after a while. I was like, all right, well, it's not bad, you know.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong. When they release the freaking uniforms, I hope it's a lot better than the logo. And I'm still gonna buy freaking a home and away Johnny Hekker jersey.
for
no matter
you
what.
and Zach.
And then okay, guys, we have to get Alana a new Charger jersey because all she has is Philip Rivers.
I know who to
And
get.
she was like, "Can I get a Joey Bosa jersey?" I was like, "Well, he's gonna be a free agent next year."
I know who you get.
Oh,
No, we're not gonna get the
Keenan
goddamn
Allen,
quarterback.
powder blue.
That's what I said. That's what I said. Keenan Allen too, but
There's only two options. Either Keenan Allen or Darwin James.
Yeah, I next
Our
year.
plot twist, Austin
Doesn't have
Eckler.
contract up to?
well, how many more years is Keenan Allen gonna play?
Well, Keenan Allen's a free agent again. It's free agent next year too.
Next year, I would say he's free.
Russell said Keenan Allen's a free agent next year too.
But they'll franchise
He gave
tag
me-
him.
You know what she did, Busso? She said she gave you the look.
she flipped
Hey,
off the camera.
Get Derwin James, King James.
I told her I was gonna just make her a jersey, but she said no.
Derwin
Ooh,
James is probably the
homemade-
safest bet.
A homemade jersey sounds very nice. It's very sweet.
I got a plot twist
Baby,
for you.
how about a
It's like that Rams homemade jersey ones we
Deej,
got.
Deej, how about I get her a
Mute this guy.
Shanghai Charger jersey?
Yes.
She said
Mute both
I have
of
the
these
connections.
guys.
Hey, plot
said, "Oh,
twist.
hell
Get her
no."
a junior Seau jersey. That's a Hall of Famer. Can't go wrong with the
Christian
junior
said, get you
Seau.
a Junior Seau jersey.
Hall of Famer right there.
He's
Rico's
dead.
like, I dare one of you fools to make
No.
a joke.
We'll talk about Junior.
I'm not even trying to go there. I'm like, I mean,
In
legitimately,
fact,
he's
it
a
was
Hall of
it was
Famer, one of
his
the-
I only got one Chargers jersey.
it was
and
his
that's
death
Tomlinson.
anniversary yesterday. Actually, I think.
Yikes.
Dude,
How'd it
you know
go,
what
Chris?
was like
Fight on forever, Junior.
I don't
Oh,
under,
Trump.
it sucks to not understand what goes to people's head like that, especially like a football player of his stature and like how great he was. Like it's crazy to think about stuff
Yeah.
like that.
It's the injuries. There's they go to.
CTE.
There's so many injuries they went through that football players have gone through. I've seen one of my friends knows. So I've seen a football player played a few years and he's injured sometimes.
Look at Bustos.
It's
Bustos,
sad.
how many years did you play Pop Warner?
None.
How was the water boy?
The actual water boy.
This
Guys,
high
all
quality
high quality
H2O.
Did we cover all the sports? We had UFC.
Yes.
We talked baseball. We talked football. We talked
Only when you talk about hockey.
basketball. There's nothing with hockey. Okay, hockey supposedly next season might start in December. You guys
There's
see that?
also talks about the draft.
They postponed it.
on how
So
they
what?
might.
We're not just gonna have a Stanley Cup winner this year? It's just
No,
not the draft?
you remember the Kings are the Stanley Cup champion because we won the last official game.
Yeah. So just
Okay.
when we get our banner raising ceremony in December.
We want the cup. We want the cup.
Okay.
So we
Hey, shout
can
out
just
to
tell- we
Alan
can-
Estrada, the LA Dodger dog, in the YouTube comments right there. One of the OG members of the Left Field Pavilion.
Yep.
Yeah.
The whole pavilion?
No, left
One
field.
of one of the regulars. Yeah. We all like. He's
So
in
he sits. He used to sit next to Bobby, or the other side of
Hold
Bobby.
on 1 second, guys. Hold on. Be right back here.
What are we holding?
He has to
Hold
go.
on,
He
one
has to go get his Postmates. Oh my god.
This post.
But yeah, okay. So hockey's gonna start in December, so that's gonna be another
the
short
next season. So
Every day, more and more of us.
it's,
Oh,
it's
sorry.
different from they'd still want to finish this current
season.
season, and then the next season would start up in December. Is
Dude, how crazy! You know what? Like looking back at it now, I'm very grateful that we actually had the Stadium Series. Because dude, we're not getting an All-Star game this year. Like,
you're talking
It's
about for
gonna
the Kings?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, for sure. It's one of the
who
few
has the
great-
who has the All-Star game next year for MLB
Atlanta.
and the following year?
the Dodgers.
Unannounced. It's probably gonna be the Dodgers.
So yeah, so they would have. They would. I think they would. I feel they would have to reward. But dude, are they? Did they slow down the renovations on purpose? Because imagine like
Yeah. I think they
none of
did.
that would have been done.
Yeah,
I
because
think
it's still under construction. We saw the video last week, and they still had to pour
They had to
concrete.
have slowed it down. They
Yeah,
had to.
it's probably not working with a full crew. And wasn't there a report that was it someone at Dodger Stadium had it, or was
I
it
think
just?
one or two people got it in Dodger Stadium.
Yeah, because I know another SoFi Stadium person.
And then I heard Vegas
Yeah.
had like 12. The new stadium in Vegas. They had to shut
Really?
it down for a couple of days.
Actually, right now Rico's inside of the new stadium in Vegas.
Dead Star? Yep.
He's in the club level of the new Vegas stadium.
Um. Oh my God, I have something to say. I forgot. Hey, what about college football, Bustos?
What? That's the interesting question of college football. That might not
College
happen
football,
this year, and not until the winter, because universities don't want to have sports if the students are not on campus.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna have the students on campus, or you're gonna and have the football players play sports.
Yeah.
And
True.
the problem is they will postpone that season because college football makes most of the university athletics funds.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So we
Crazy.
might have college football in January and going into March.
Stephen
I
Leal.
don't think they go ahead, DJ.
Stephen Leal in the comments said, how much of a trip is it that the last time the cup was not awarded was in 1919 during the Spanish flu epidemic, other than a lockout? That is true.
Every 100
Oh,
years,
okay.
there's an epidemic, right?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Feel sorry for my my future generation of ancestors now. Probably.
Well, go. Guess I'll be dead by the next one. So
Same.
Same
I'll be.
Z's.
So enjoy
Unless-
this one while you can.
Unless your family decide you decide to Ted Williams yourself and have your body
Nope.
frozen to come back alive.
I'll make sure that I use rosemary cremations when I die.
That's
Did
not
you
how this
say-
works, Tommy.
Rose cremation.
Not how
One
it
more
works.
time from the top, Christian. What was it?
From the top.
Oh, Rose cremations? When you think about tomorrow, today.
But I'm not
Call
thinking
them
about tomorrow. I'm
today.
thinking about 100 years from now.
The best deals at affordable prices, great service.
come on.
Rose cremation. You guys, I feel like we covered most of the bases today. Good
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good episode.
Solid episode.
Solid.
So yeah, we get sports in 30 minutes. Live baseball, Korea.
Is that what's gonna go down?
Yep.
Are we gonna watch this game?
Bustos turned his hat. He's already placing his bets.
He's like,
He's serious. He's
he's like,
ready
all right,
to
let's
go.
end this, baby. I gotta play some bets.
Right.
Well,
Any other shout outs anybody want to do? Because I know I have a couple I know I have a shout out. Or a
what's your
couple
shout
shout
out?
outs.
Go for it.
Quick shout out. It's funny, like I said, Alan Estrada was in the comment section. He's been working closely with Dodger Yard. They just started up a podcast. Randy Radcliffe. She's one of the people who helped with Dodger Yard. So check them out. And another podcast that's actually been hyping us up when they can has been the Riot Squad cast, and they cover all things LA Galaxy soccer. So,
Shout
those
out
guys,
to them.
Ed Rodriguez and Christopher Tucker.
You know, we love the Galaxy.
Good dude.
Wait, Chris Tucker?
Yeah, the short name is Chris Tucker, but Christopher Tucker. Yes.
Chris Tucker.
The guy from Rush Hour, right?
And you know
Oh.
this, man.
Oh man.
I'm sure that
Which
guy's
one of
never
y'all
heard
kicked
that
me?
his whole life. I'm sure he's never once.
He totally never heard that his whole
He's
time.
never had to deal with that growing up, I'm sure.
No, but those are a good couple bunch of dudes right there.
Well,
Couple
shout
guys.
out to them.
Right.
Alan's a pretty good guy. I've always hang out with him sometimes at the stadium.
You guys have
Yeah,
any shout
dude.
outs? Baby Zach, you
Yeah.
got a shout out?
How does he look like Big Ed right now?
Yeah, tuck the neck in.
Any
Does
shout
he
out,
have
Fat
a
Boy?
Filipino bridesmaid or bride?
Yeah, he does.
He's
Who? Oh yeah, Boosters is gonna have one too. Watching all this Korean baseball, he's gonna find a girl in the
The
stands.
90-day fiance with Bustos going to Korea to watch Korean baseball.
Nope, not going to Korea.
Okay, you know
I'm
how-
here for it.
Hey, you guys know how Bustos doesn't care for Tiger King? That's the way I feel regarding 90 Day Fiance. I do not care for that show.
Dude, it's amazing. You're missing out. Guilty pleasure.
I've never watched
Totally fine with that.
Nah, bro.
No,
the
Christian,
memes.
trust
The
me.
memes.
Watch it.
It's fun.
Please.
It's just like
It's
watching
hilarious.
a
What
car
is the
crash.
concept of that? 90 Day Fiance, what, the guy has, they have like 90 days to figure out if they want to get married or not or something?
Kinda, sorta.
I mean,
Yeah.
It's just
it's like
a
watching
Honestly,
it.
Christian, let me
Yeah.
put it this way. I never watched it. Like Elena would watch it all the time, and one day I watched an episode with her. I was hooked.
Same
because
here.
it's
That's happened
crazy
to
what
me.
It's crazy what these people
It's
go through and
ridiculous.
do, dude.
It's the same way that Tiger King's ridiculous and keeps you watching because you're like, is this real? This can't be real. It's so dumb. Like, there's no way these people can actually be like this in real life. It's the same
I like-
concept
And they
because
really are, huh?
I think
Yeah,
the
they
ones
really
that are
are.
dumb, the
And
ones
half
that are
of them
dumb
are
and so funny are the
yes,
ones
half
where
of
they.
them are being catfished. The other part of them are falling in. They're like being scammed. The other part of them are like actually have love and it's just
Okay.
not compatible. It's just a funny. There's like a bunch of different storylines you're following at once. It's not just one solid thing, but there's
There's
a,
multiple people.
this yeah. So the one everybody sees all over the memes is from this season. There's a guy called Big Ed, and he has like some disease where he doesn't like have a neck, so his like head's like just fused onto his shoulders. He's just like
Oh,
tucked
that
in, tucked in.
sucks.
But he's a
Like when he
jerk
turns, he has
though,
to like this.
and he's like everybody
shit.
hates him online, and it's this big old thing. You got to research it, but hilarious. I'm telling you, it's funny. Isn't it?
I mean,
The
the
memes
new
alone, the memeage alone is worth
the
it.
new norm now is going to be people online doing all that stuff because all the coronavirus. So all these reality shows would be like this on Skype.
Hear that, boosters? We're gonna
Yep.
get your bachelor set up.
I mean, they're doing American Idol via Skype or Zoom or whatever they're using.
Imagine you don't
I
make it
could
because you got a bad
so win
microphone.
American Idol.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, that sounds like the end of the podcast, guys.
Yes.
Solid
That's
episode.
So what are we
Tyler's
starting?
starting us off.
A
At least
hooligan,
next week we actually have a
with
schedule to talk
hooligan
about.
quarantine bachelor, starring myself and Boostas.
You guys gonna
You
be
can have
fighting for
that
the
job.
Boosters just doesn't
He's
want to
just
fight.
hating.
Huh?
Oh my God, Booster.
Angry at the
I'll
world.
be lonely for the rest of my life. At least I'll save a lot of money.
No, I just don't want to
Smart-
deal with that
very
on
smart
Zoom
guy.
and live.
Sorry, Alma.
Sorry, Alma.
Boosters,
I'm
you don't
still
want this? You don't
I'm still
you
here
don't want
for you.
a little guy like this, Boosters?
I just don't want to have it live and the whole freaking show live on freaking the internet.
See, look at Alma in the
don't want my
comments
kid-
wrote, "Can I volunteer myself to be the hooligan bachelorette?" There you go.
Yes.
See, it's her, and then the roses go between you and Christian, or the hockey.
She's gonna
puck,
give out
whatever.
hockey pucks, so not
And
rose.
we can
she-
film
she'll be
it
gonna-
between the
hockey
two of
pucks
you
and
guys.
baseballs.
Yeah, you guys are competing against each other.
So we
The
just gotta
series of
take on.
hilarious-
We just gotta find other guys who want to date Alma and be on the show for I can have a whole bunch
No,
of
the two
cast.
of you guys, and it's you guys competing head to head against each other.
Me and
It's seriously
Alma would be
hilarious.
Me and Alma would be the hooligan couple right there, easily. Just America's dream
And
team.
Hey,
we
don't
can-
count
we
out
can come
Boosters
up-
just yet.
Wait! You will not be the hooligan dream
Look,
team.
yo,
That's already
Boosters
taken.
is
Oh,
possessive.
feisty
Yeah.
Booster.
I
That
love
goes
it,
to-
guys. I love it. All right.
You take it back, Christian.
Next week's
Damn.
episode, same bat time, same bat channel, 8 o'clock. If you're not already
Thank you,
subscribing
guys.
to the channel, subscribe to the channel.
Support your local hooligans.
Support your local hooligans. We appreciate the support. I want to thank all you guys, the whole crew today. We had a whole solid episode with everybody. I appreciate it.
All you cool cats and kittens.
Look at him, he's smiling.
Shout out to Baby Zach who actually slept this whole episode. Like he was chilling,
Right?
vibing the whole episode.
I gave him the good night juice, guys, so he could be quiet.
Oh, he
He gave him
Yeah.
the
Okay.
the
night
children's-
night juice.
children's Benadryl.
Just,
Yeah,
a,
guys.
just a little,
Have a good night,
tablespoon of
guys.
IPA.
Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Christian, you know what to do.
Chick-fil-A.
Bye,
All right, guys.
everybody.
See you guys.
Hey, thanks for watching.